Hi, members of the Trimet Board. My name is Jessica Reyes. I'm here today representing Líderes Verdes in Cooley Neighborhood Organization. I have lived in Portland region almost all my entire life. Over the last years, I have seen the Trimet system get worse and worse. Not only have prices risen year after year, but the quality of the bus service has decreased year after year. And the bus drivers you have hired to transport us are showing more signs of stress and disrespect riders because of this. And while it is nice to hear that some bus services is being slowly restored after years of cuts, Trimet hasn't done anything to make transit more affordable for riders. What good is a bus that works if the prices are too high for us to use? Might as well not have a bus at all if we weren't able to afford the trip. How is it fair to pay for a 2-hour ticket for $2.50 when your fare has expired before arriving at your destination, or you haven't even traveled very far to make a quick stop and your fare has expired before you can get back on the bus? We are forced to pay for another $2.50 fare to finish our trip and get back home for our destination. How does it make sense when you pay $5 for an all-day pass that lasts us 24 hours, but a $2.50 fare lasts us only 2 hours? Did we not all go to school? $2.50 is half of $5. So why isn't the $2.50 fare good for 12 hours? Or if it's the $2.50 for 2 hours that would really matter to Trimet, why are we being forced to buy a full day pass for a whole bunch of travel time that we don't need? Why should we be robbed of both our money and our time by Trimet? For half the amount we pay for a day pass, we should at least get half the time. But we know Trimet will not do this because they want money and don't care what the people can afford to pay for time they aren't using on a day pass. Trimet needs to provide us with more than 2 hours on a single fare, or it should be cut back the prices as an even better solution. The fact is, for me and my family and my friends and many other people I know, the fare is just too high. Can I continue?
Please.
And more time to travel on a single fare is the least Trimet can do. I depend on Trimet to transport myself everywhere. I don't own a car, and this is my first time coming forward to Trimet, asking for you guys to not let me down and prove to me you guys are listening to me. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Never. By all means.
People like me who actually rely on Trimet know better than anyone what our beautiful city needs. Since I was 8 years old, I have used Trimet. My family and friends live all over this area, and I have to spend a lot of time on the bus to just live the kind of life that most people take for granted when they own a car. I live in Oregon City. My family lives in Cooley Neighborhood of North Portland. My fiance is in Gresham, and my job is in Northeast Portland. I'm actually late because we were waiting for you guys to let us talk, but it seems that you guys have business meetings with the mayor and stuff. Anyways, Trimet is the only way I can get to where I need to be at all times, including my 2-hour trip from work and back anywhere I go. It takes 2 hours for me to go anywhere. Thank you for the bus lines and the MAX that make my life possible, but now I'm now forced to spend money on a monthly pass that is difficult to afford because daily or single tickets are too expensive for how much I have to ride the bus. Can you please hear the people's voices and take action on what we are telling you we need? Why don't you believe us when we tell you we need more transfer time and lower fares? Why don't you trust the people who actually use the system every day and whose lives depend on Trimet services? I know the ridership on Trimet is decreasing, but this isn't a surprise to riders like me. And it's not just because you have cut services year after year and are only now starting to slowly restore services to what it used to be. If you want more bus riders, lower the prices or extend transfers so we can get more for what we are forced to pay. Thank you for listening, but it's time to make a change. Actions mean more than words, and if you can't make a change to the fare or transfer policy, then maybe it's time for riders to demand a change for this board of directors. That'll be all.